Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Miner. It's Monday, the 9th of January. I'm joined by Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I am fine, thank you, fine. And we've got clear skies for the moment, but it isn't going to last this week. It doesn't look like.
No, tomorrow looks pretty grim. Right, Alchemy Capital, Tees Valley Lithium has announced an update on its Port Hedland facility in Australia. They've been allocated parcel of land, 43.7 hectares, on which to advance their lithium sulfate refinery, so a midstream processing facility to take spodumene concentrate to lithium sulfate that then is suitable for processing in the Teesside refinery. And by doing that intermediate step in Australia, they can significantly cut down the waste volumes that are shipped across the world, and therefore the final embedded carbon of the lithium that they're producing to target the European market. So I think the other side of that is that there are a handful of other companies that have also been allocated land packages in Port Hedland. So Alchemy Capital is amongst BP, POSCO, Fortescue Metals, and Alinta Energy, showing that Alchemy is being taken seriously alongside global industrial players as it progresses this lithium refining strategy.
Yes, that's right. And the strategy or the business plan seems to be specifically to make sure that this is a Western, completely Western and green credentialed supply chain, which doesn't have any issues and otherwise will be eligible for any special grant or loan or incentive type funding from Western governments in order to supply these battery chemicals. Yes.
Yeah. Any mining news out there, Paul?
Yes, there is. We also had Beowulf Mining out there released an update on its Graphentech subsidiary's work on battery anode uh, pre-feasibility study. They've awarded the pre-feasibility study to UK-based RB Plant Construction, and their particular remit is to assess the particular technical, economic, and statutory options for the placement of a coating plant for their graphite for the battery sector in Finland. And for that site selection, it also appears to be intended to be a wholly Western sort of a supply chain compliance for the maximum amount of green credentials, as well as future funding or incentive type funding and tax breaks and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, plenty going on in the downstream area of critical minerals in the UK, as well as exploration. Taseko had some production numbers out. They look a little bit soft. Any comments there?
Yes, that's right. On late Friday, Taseko Mines, which is dual listed both here in London and on the TSX and in New York, announced 2022 copper production of 97 million pounds from its Gibraltar mine in BC, but that was down 14% compared to the period in 2021. And for the fourth quarter, it was down 6% on a year-on-year basis. So looking a little bit soft there, as you say, output-wise, and they did have an unplanned maintenance problem at the mill in December, so that contributed to the shortfall at this point. So we'll hope they can get that fixed and otherwise working properly. It was some kind of a power outage they had mentioned, which I would assume, being a BC and a well-established jurisdiction and well-established operation, that it's a temporary setback, I would hope.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
And we had announcement also out as well that there is to be advanced by an announcement made by its Netherlands company, Advanced Metallurgical, that they are to build a vanadium electrolyte plant in Germany with a 6,000 annual tons per year capacity. So that was also important news in the battery chemical space.
Cool. Okay. Well, unless there's anything else, I think we'll call it a day there, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Very good. See you then.
Thanks, Paul.